This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. My name is Sam Piano, and once again, I'm joined by my friend Keagan. Say hi.
Hi, Keagan.
Tried.
I told you.
I tried.
I told you. It's going to happen.
Oh, man. Anyway, so it's poetry day.
Yep,
Let's
it's
read the
it's
poems.
finally time for the first set of poems.
Right.
We get to read all the girls' poems for the first time. Sweet. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Nope, I forgot.
We literally went through the minigame.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that minigame
My
where we
notes.
were doing the thing. Oh. Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah.
My relaxation is gone. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing.
Why not?
I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is under a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly come by as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
So yeah, we never get to see the weird-ass poems that we make.
Who should I
Right.
show my poem to first?
So yeah, this is your first choice. Who do you want to share with first?
Wait, I just do like...
Anyone.
Eventually we'll do all of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show it.
Well, you can screw it up later, but this one you
What do you-
can't. This one, it's fine. Just choose whoever you want. So do you want to talk to Yuri, Natsuki, Monica, or Sayori?
I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first.
Fair enough.
She's my good friend, after all. Jerry. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Anthony.
Yeah?
I love it!
I'm loving it.
I had no idea you were such a good writer.
We are not sponsored by McDonald's. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all.
I'm not.
I'm really not. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. We honestly just clicked
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
I'm sure Yuri's opinion is a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's.
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Yeah? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than a lot of other people, you know.
I mean,
So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Anthony poem.
shout out to our boy Anthony.
Right. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet
Oh.
against her chest.
Okay.
You're
so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you wrote it.
Why wouldn't I?
It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Anthony. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know.
He's still a dick, though.
Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. Okay? And that will be my way of thanking you.
That sounds weird.
Alright, I'm gonna hold
Are
you
you
to that then. Oh,
Mother...
mother.
It's fine. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that, then.
Yeah, you better. Yeah! Jesus. now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Do we have to read your entire?
Yes. It's not that bad. We'll see about that. Why?
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Perfect, Sayori. Congratulations.
Click outside the book.
Yep. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I mean,
I forgot to do it last night.
well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Myself.
Don't be mean.
I still tried my best.
Did you?
No.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was, except for the breakfast part.
No,
It
that
came
was
out
my favorite
nice, or how should I put it?
part. The breakfast part was the best part of that poem.
I want breakfast.
I want breakfast.
It sounds just like you.
It does actually.
Yeah, definitely. Except you read it in like your voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Of course you did, Sayori. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I could not imagine Sayori cranky. I'm sorry. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the bestest poem ever.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Of course. Hi, Anthony. Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Sure.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Less psychological damage.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Not really.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Anthony. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. It's shit. I like this one.
This is the world's worst piece of trash that I've ever read.
I like it.
I like it.
It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Oh, so it looks like
Yeah, you went with Sayori. I was wrong, actually. So, is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Did I write about breakfast?
No, it's just it shows more emotional things, I guess. And the minigame. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect.
Breakfast.
Breakfast! The way she talks about you. Sorry, John almost spilled his drink everywhere. It sounds like you two are really care about each other's well-being. Even if you showed in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I would get when reading your poem. Considering we put things like depression and suicide in there too, I mean...
You didn't?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
don't know what you're talking about.
You
I did not click suicide or
Lord.
depression.
Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, John? John, where'd you go? John!
Just right here.
Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Oh, John, you're back! But you have your phone now.
Shut up.
Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. Are you literally making a call right now?
No, I'm not.
Dude, you're recording.
Shut up. Keep going.
You shouldn't be- I'm just doing this to embarrass you. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everybody else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everybody else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Let's move on from this topic.
A hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction of sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
That was beautiful. So, what do you think?
Piece of ass.
Jesus. It's very freeform? Is that what you call it?
No.
If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's call it that.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming up strongly. Maybe after everybody is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
It's very true.
I mean, yeah.
There's a
Just
message
force
to it.
yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Anyway, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow.
Go with the flow, man.
Why? That's my advice for today.
Yeah, well, take that advice and shove it up where the sun don't shine.
Why are you like this? Thanks for listening. Alright, Natsuki or Yuri?
Jerry.
Jerry, question mark.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Damn! That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Boo! You trying to get smacked, boy?
I'll pass.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Damn.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Wow.
I like it.
I like it. It's very, thoughtful for such a easy thing.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. That was like a children's poem. So people don't even
But it has
take
a
my
deeper
writing
meaning.
seriously.
It does have a deeper meaning. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like Doki Literature Club.
Jesus.
Like in this poem, and in this video game, and in life.
And our dad.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. Kind of.
Mm-hmm. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I completely lost her voice.
Wait, wordplay. She's the super sassy one.
Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro! I'm glad you learned something. There's like a vampire tooth.
Yeah,
She's a demon.
She's supposed to be like a cat thing.
She's a demon. She's a demon. Demon. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not.
I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how illiterate it is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her.
Yay! My favorite voice.
Hey, Jerry.
Wait, it was Gregory at one point.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yuri stares at the poem.
Why are you doing Jerry?
A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
I hate it when that happens.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
It's crap.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Processing. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
No.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Ass.
I'm just making sure. Damn, here it comes. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Wow, just bashing it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere.
Just like this game.
Except it's been like over an hour.
Yeah, kind of.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to the people.
It's fine. I didn't really notice. Right now. What were you saying?
Right.
Stop stealing my lines. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through it myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate.
No doubt.
In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Is that an insult? The end result is that both the style and the expression are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone.
Don't expect that from me. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even the simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together and probably the most challenging part. Wow. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. You bored or something? I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be
Doki!
Literature club? Ghost under the light. Psychological horror!
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Interesting.
I like it.
I don't understand it, but I like it.
I'm Gregory.
It's Jerry!
Whatever. We'll just call it different things every time. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What
the hell?
Just-
What? I wasn't thinking that at all! But it took you a long time to read.
Hey, I was reminiscing on the fact that it was such a beautiful piece of literature.
Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
I usually think
your handwriting is pretty good.
Today
it was kind of shit. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem.
No, you didn't.
Even though it's short, it's very descriptive.
I liked it, actually.
Alright, so did I. It wasn't too short.
It was longer than Natsuki, so...
Yeah. I usually write longer poems.
I could have handled a longer poem.
You're going to get longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it.
No, you're not.
I'll be honest.
No, you won't be.
Shut up. Since it's your first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild.
That's mild?
Yeah, that's
Now
mine.
I'm scared.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost Yuri?
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Anthony.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it at all.
Wow. Didn't she just say it took you a long time to read it?
Whatever.
But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
Is she a yandere?
Huh? I don't know.
Do you know what that is?
It's like the crazy one, right?
Yeah.
It's like she goes insane. I don't know.
Yuri.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort before unable to let go of the past I can't read, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. I'm just better than you. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Try keeping.
I'm counting on you.
To do what? Write better, I guess?
Phew! I guess that's everyone. Thank the Lord. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
Yep.
This is just a literature club after all.
Yeah.
And I suck at it. I sigh. I guess that's what I got myself into.
Like our character just gets
Across
super
the room,
subconscious.
Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Anthony did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Damn. And Anthony liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Get out.
Natsuki suddenly stands
I
up.
heard the music go.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
It's got intense.
Yeah?
This is psychological horror. This is the intense music.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. Alright, keep going.
That's not what I... Ooh, you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Anthony appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Stop. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No.
Yes.
If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Try to be fired, dude.
Damn!
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs messing up.
Oh, shit!
Grew his size bigger as Anthony's.
Wow! Natsuki!
It's you, dude.
Oh,
Natsuki, that's a little...
this doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys. It makes me sad. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me.
Look at Yuri's face. I'm just.
I think they noticed I was standing there.
Anthony! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Anthony.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Anthony? Well? Tim.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but if I remember correctly, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Alright, so you could either choose to side with Yuri, Natsuki, or ask Sayori for help. Do you want to pick a side or just call Sayori to be like, Yuri, help? Or we can wait to make this decision in the next episode.
Anyway, okay, we'll end this video right here. Okay, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!